On December 18, 1998, Rocketdyne hosted some very special guests, the most special being Scott Smith. Scott is a 15-year-old cartoonist whose comic strip, The Adventures of Captain Chemo, are based on dealing with and learning about cancer. Scott was diagnosed with osteogenic sarcoma, bone cancer, in his lower left leg in December of 1997. He had surgery at the orthopedic hospital in downtown Los Angeles to remove the cancer and was finished with intensive rounds of chemotherapy in October of 1998. Along with Scott were his parents, grandfather, and some folks from the United Way of Greater Los Angeles, Orthopedic Hospital, and Boeing. Scott and the others were treated to a tour of the shop area of the Canoga main building. Throughout the tour, Scott was greeted with great enthusiasm from everybody here at Rocketdyne. They met him with treats and gave gifts, and he was even invited to attend a local hockey game as the team's guest.
Well, Scott, what we have here is the R68 MCC, that stands for Main Combustion Chamber, for the new R68 program we have. And we're doing a liquid nitrogen shrink fit operation here. The large stainless object is called the jacket. It's the outer diameter, the larger one. The piece that you can't really see now is inside of the jacket, and we've just done a shrink fit. The inner piece was dropped into this tank over here with liquid nitrogen, which is at minus 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice and cold, you know, very, very cold. Yeah, you don't want to put your fingers in there, you'll lose them right away. The part sat in the liquid for about 15-20 minutes until it dropped it stabilized at that temperature. By shrink fitting it or by chilling it down that temperature, the part actually shrinks about 20 to 30 thousandths in diameter. And your hairs are about 6 thousandths, so about maybe 3 or 4 times the diameter of your hair, the part actually shrinks in diameter. And now the outer part is still up at ambient temperature here, so it's still its normal diameter. Then we take the inner part, we bring it over the crane, we drop it in. And as the inner part warms up, it actually locks up into the outer diameter, right, to the outer part itself. And what we have is, they call it an interference fit.
This is what we call a power head. This is the main component of the space shuttle main engines. This right here, it makes the MCC, then a nozzle. Over here goes the fuel pump. This side goes the oxidizer pump. And the other side, it makes to the space shuttle itself, to the orbiter. This is what we call the heat exchanger coil over here. And what it does, there's a pipe that goes through here, goes into the fuel tank. And what it does, it pressurizes, so it pushes the fuel into the power head, into the pumps. That's how it pressurizes the tank, and also it does not collapse because the fuel just enters so fast that it would collapse. So it pressurizes it.
Scott's philosophy is to always look at the bright side of things. His outlook on life, his faith, the support of his family, friends, and the medical staff has assisted Scott as he wins the battle against, and as Captain Chemo calls him, Crabby King Cancer.
When you look at the nozzle, the space shuttle main engine, the nozzle, it's actually 1,080 tubes, and these gentlemen here press these tubes. Wow. So we make 1,080 tubes, and then we put them in the formation and the tooling, and then we braze them. And that's how we come up with our nozzles.
Here at Rocketdyne, we have a strong commitment to our employees, associates, and the community. Days like this are very crucial in the construction of bridges between each other as both professionals and citizens. We thank our executive staff as well as the entire workforce for their efforts in making this sort of event possible. And we wish Scott and his family the best of luck.
Thank you for letting me come in here, and it was great. It was just a great opportunity to come and see what you guys are doing for all mankind, and it was just great to see that.